Good morning, everyone. Welcome on this beautiful Friday. Pumpkin is wanting to get in on the action here. I just wanted to real fast. I wanted to talk about the Israel-Iran war, but in particular, I want to talk about the 2 weeks
So how long do you plan to stay on Mars?
2 weeks.
that just happened yesterday. So President Trump mentioned that he's going to have this like 2 week window for. All right, pumps. This is not going to work. Come here. I know. We're going to put you down. Sorry about that. We're doing it live, right? So anyway, this 2 weeks thing.
Have you brought any fruits or vegetables onto the planet?
2 weeks.
And I want to bring this up because this is a really important part of how Donald Trump functions. I've mentioned before that he's a con man. The people around him are sort of sycophantic, and he just makes them feel good and then takes advantage of them. This includes the voters, but this is also like the Republican leadership and whatnot. But if you go back and look, and there's plenty of other videos on this, so I'm not going to get too deep into this, but there are lots of moments in history when he has mentioned 2 weeks. The healthcare plan was a big one. Like, we're going to have a new healthcare plan in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
He says this all the time. It's 2 weeks and it never happens. And a lot of people are just, I think, beginning to notice this. It's something that I've been talking about for a long time. I mean, pretty much for the entirety of his existence. But why 2 weeks, right? Like, why does he keep using 2 weeks? And the answer is really simple. Again, Donald Trump is not this sophisticated strategist, right?
Excuse me?
He understands how to sort of emotionally work with people. He has a very high emotional intelligence and EQ, if you will. But 2 weeks is the number that a lot of folks use when they're trying to push something off long enough that it seems like a reasonable amount of time to get an answer or a solution to. But the hope is that within the 2 weeks,
2 weeks.
you'll just move on to something else. Because it's long enough for something else to enter into the news cycle or whatever. So when he says 2 weeks, in his mind, he's not like, okay, I've now set a deadline. I'm going to figure out an answer. We're going to come up with a solution in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
No, in his mind, he's like, as soon as he says 2 weeks,
2 weeks.
what's going on sort of in his brain is like, I'm on to the next thing. Don't worry about it. It's over. Let's start talking about something else, right? He's never going to come back to this. Now, occasionally, he may be forced into it by, what's going on in politics or the world or whatever. He's forced into having some kind of reaction to it. But you'll notice they're never like really well thought out statements, right? Because he's not spending these 2 weeks
2 weeks.
thinking about the answer. He's moving on to the next thing. He is not somebody who spends a lot of time strategizing. He's not sitting around reading, documents to figure out the, solution to a problem. He's certainly not staying up, late at night in the candlelight, looking over the Constitution and the law, trying to figure out the best way to do this. He's not reading. I don't know if he's read a book. Probably. I don't say in his life. I'm sure he's read a book at some point in his life, but he certainly is not reading them now. So anyway, I think it's really important. These are all these little con artist tricks to get people sort of emotionally in the direction he wants them to go, but hopefully not asking too many questions because he doesn't have the answers to them because he's not interested in doing it. He's not intellectually curious. He's not interested in finding out these solutions to these problems. So when he says 2 weeks,
2 weeks.
put that in your brain. Every time he says that, make a little note right on the calendar and see, like, does he actually come up with any meaningful solution in 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
And again, I'll even give him 3 weeks. It's not about the length of time because these are complex problems, right? And so if you say 2 weeks, and like, oh, we're going to need another week or two. Someone, a legitimate problem solver, a real leader, a real manager, somebody that you trust and believe, you'll be like, all right, take your time, because you can see they're actually working on the problem. He's not working on the problem. What he's hoping for, if I had to put a guess on it, is that he's hoping for Iran to surrender in 2 weeks. He is hoping that the onslaught from Israel, that the constant bombardments and the assassinations and whatever else happens in this 2 week period will be enough for Iran to surrender, or at least go to like some sort of meaningful ceasefire. Really, just anything is what he's hoping for. So 2 weeks gives him a pretty long period where he has to do nothing. He's probably going to do nothing, or next to nothing. And hopefully a solution will present itself in that period of time, because that's how Donald Trump works. He is not a problem solver. So anyway, I just thought it was a little interesting thing. It's a common trick for, con artists and other people who are not sort of legitimate. But anyway, just some quick thoughts. I hope you all have a wonderful Friday, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, y'all.
Catch! Get ready for a surprise!